Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden NFL 21. As we'll see Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Nick Mullins and the San Francisco 49ers.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top?
From the 26. And it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9, 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he stopped immediately there. A man 49er fans are certainly familiar with. Alden Smith there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at it. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
A day 1 starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Kinlaw on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's get that home.
To throw here, Dalton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Hyder brought him down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Dalton with a quick throw out wide, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 20.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Dalton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tackle made.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
10th carry now for Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Elliott. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 2 by 2. Move. 57 for Mike. Watch 57. Here we go.
And Dalton to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 65. 65. 65. Back this. Regular.
Andy Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He was
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Gain of 6.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The tackle made.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. 49ers 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Screen play. McKinnon, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and played. And he'll bring it up. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, like the call?
I do. I think it's a hype to happen.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A gain of a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10 for Dalton. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton here from the gun. Going to take a shot for and this is taken in at the 5. 43 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Coleman. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
At the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So Dalton now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. He can't, man.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. And he's closing in on that often elusive 200-yard mark.
And you know he's celebrating what's going on. He may not know exactly where he is in yardage, but he has a pretty decent idea.
Come on, he knows.
Runners always know. But he's also in that huddle telling his offensive lineman, thank you.
And give me the ball.
Keep giving me the ball. You guys keep doing what you're doing. But a great appreciation of him, of the guys up front, and, of course, the guys on the perimeter. Those wide receivers, they give him some great blocking, too.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Third down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
Trent Taylor. A gain of 6 yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Gold to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10
Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cowboys. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now to the air, Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Play action here with Dalton. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is down to 4. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford, shooting in to make the play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Cowboys 20.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down now, it's Elliott down right around the 25.
Elliott down the carry.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon.
Mullins pass. Complete to Jerick McKinnon. No gain on the play.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. It was Tevin Coleman who put together a very nice first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
That's you. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And out now come the Cowboys. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Dalton with a quick throw out wide. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott, toss right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made at the
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And Wilson has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, go, 368. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun, going for it all. And that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Cowboy field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
49ers, 27.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Bobby, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Coleman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
49-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Cowboys 10-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They start on the ground with Elliott. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Dalton hands off to Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And it'll be Dalton again. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, his pass caught at the 4. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Rick Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 21.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. For the 49ers. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, check. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on, the ball.
On 2nd and 2, Dalton over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
37. Kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now the second down throw on target. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 56 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Gold for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Dalton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 10 yards.
Again, it's Elliott.
2nd and 11.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 57 the mark, 57 the mark.
Dalton wants to throw. The quick slant caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So now the Niners down by 6. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2nd and 6.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big down alert. Lock in here. 4th down play. Make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On 3rd down, Elliott. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.